Hello everyone. Today we were excited to introduce the owner of the house that recently completed by Panyarit HOME Construction with the final results. Come with me to talk withคุณคริสCan you share the inspiration behind building this home?
I'm from Denmark originally, so I went for Scandinavian style home. So it means a lot of space and white walls, big windows with a lot of natural light.
That's why we see the very big like this, right?
Yeah, we've got the double space living room. That really worked out very well, I think.
How about the pool? Does that include what you need?
Well, that's not typical for Denmark. It's typically a little bit too cold weather for having a pool. But yeah, I'm a Dane that's in Thailand, so of course I need to have a swimming pool. And it also helps that there's a nice view from the living room of the swimming pool.
There's any specific requirement or feature that were important to you in the construction process?
I like a house that's relaxing to be in and cozy, and so noise was one thing that I was focusing on. I didn't want a loud air conditioner or loud pumps for the swimming pools. I didn't want a room where the acoustics were loud or harsh.
That's why we quiet right now, right?
Yeah, it's very nice.
What made you choose Panyarit HOME Construction to build this house for your home?
Well, we hired a project consultant who recommended Panyarit as one of the bidders. And during the bidding process, we had, I think, 3 or 4 different construction companies come and bid on the house, and we thought Panyarit had the most attractive offer.
Which means have a lot of construction companies come to bid, right?
Yeah, they were all competing for the same project, and we selected Panyarit because we had a good feeling with Kungolf, the owner. And we felt they had a competitive price, and they understood what we wanted to have.
Yeah, you already answered the next question that I'm gonna ask you. What aspect that your construction process impressed in you the most?
Well, as a expat living in Thailand, I think a lot of people they've heard horror stories about construction projects. Yes. So I was really worried about that to begin with. So it was really reassuring that with Panyarit they were sending daily reports. So every day I received some status updates about what they had been working on, including pictures. And during the process there was good communication just with regular updates. If there was any kind of doubt about how something should be, they would contact us and ask for confirmation instead of just doing it and then having to fix it later.
In the construction process of your home, what do you think, what is the most important aspect for the team to focus on meet on your expectation?
I'm a very picky person, so for me the details are very important. So if something is not exactly straight, even if it's 2 or 3 millimeters off, my eye will spot it. So I think the team of Panyarit and Kungolf have been very patient with me, and any kind of little adjustment that I needed, they've always listened to me, and they've always been willing to fix it or to change it. So now I have a house where all the little details are just perfect. So for me that really makes me feel at home. And feel that I can enjoy the home. Otherwise, if there's some small things that are not perfect, I'm going to notice it every day. So now I don't have that to worry about.
You're the detail man, right?
Very. I'm a real perfectionist, so I need a perfectionist construction company too.
That's why you are the boss of Kungolf. For me, you are the boss of the program coding company, something like that, right?
Yes, Manao software house here in Chiang Mai.
What your experience has been working with the team at Panyarit HOME Construction?
It's been very good. I felt that the team has been working very professionally. Those horror stories that people have heard about construction projects, none of that happened. So, of course, during the construction of any kind of project, there's going to be some issues or some problems. And anytime that happened, the team has been extremely constructive and positive, always looking for a good solution, coming up with multiple options, recommendations for the best option, and just making it easy for a non-professional construction person that doesn't know about constructing houses to make the right decisions and get the good results in the end.
Now that your home is completed, how do you feel about the results?
I'm super happy. I'm very satisfied. This was our dream house project, and now I feel like I'm living in my dream house with my family.
Sounds good. Does the home meet your need in the term of the comfort and the functionality?
Yeah, it really does. Like I mentioned, I'm a Scandinavian, and the things that I was hoping to achieve with the project, I can say that it was all achieved. We have plenty of natural light coming in. We have a good quality feel. It's like a minimalism, like modern minimalism, but without feeling too cold or industrial. So we have sort of like a nice cozy feel. At the same time, there's a little bit of luxury about it. That's the Scandinavian way.
If you were to recommend a construction company to someone else, what would you say about choosing?
I would say choose really carefully. I have a friend that made the wrong choice, and that was an expensive mistake that took a lot of time. I think if you can choose one that has a good reputation, where you can see that they've completed a number of complex projects like the one that you want to do, I think that's a really good start. You don't want to end up in some kind of trouble with your construction company.
Yes, like you said, trouble is expensive.
Yep, and time consuming.
As an international client building a home in Thailand, were there any aspect of working with Thai construction company that stood out to you, either positively or as a challenge?
Well, obviously, language is a challenge. So communicating on a daily basis with the team. I happen to speak Thai, so that helped me a lot. The documents are in Thai, a lot of the communication is in Thai. I would say as an international client, if you don't speak the language, I would recommend to get help, either as like a consultant that speaks English or a translator, or if you have a wife that can speak English and Thai, then that can also be very helpful. That way you can steer around any potential misunderstandings.
Yes, thank you, Kun Kit, for today. You bye bye, Chu, welcome. Yes, so bye bye.